God, we're such dorks.
We are.
Why?
It's fun.
We're just dorks.
I swear the Advil is not helping my tooth. I mean, the pain is.
Get some Orajel.
No, Orajel ain't doing nothing. I can't.
Orajel works for me.
Orajel don't
should
work for
numb
me.
your mouth.
It don't help me. And number two, it makes me slobber all over my food.
Well, that's why I swallow my slobber.
I had a real bad toothache when I was at grandma's, and she's like, get some Orajel, and I got a bunch of Orajel on the side of my tongue, and I couldn't eat right because I would keep going like, blah, blah, blah. It was so bad, and it was like slobber everywhere. Like, I felt really weird.
When I had that, I remember one time I had the toothache and I had to pull over and spit a few times. When you were driving me around somewhere. Yeah, that was nasty.
I guess something to do with like saliva glands and that.
You know, we talk about the weirdest things.
We do.
We're so ADD. That's why we have good conversations, because we go from
Paranormal
zombies to slobbering from Orajel.
Do we really all three have ADD?
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably.
I know I have it, and I know me and Jen have OCD and ADD. Well, I didn't know you had ADD.
I have OCD and depression.
Well,
to the
no
boot.
more.
A lot more than anyone.
Not anymore on the second one.
On what?
The depression.
Well, because of my Prozac, I hope. It's starting to kick in.
Oh, I have Prozac.
But if I wasn't on it,
You don't need no
is that
Prozac.
a good Prozac or a bad Prozac?
Huh?
Was
Neither.
that was
I
that
was
a good
just
or bad?
remembering, like, oh, Prozac. It didn't
When she
really
needed it.
work for me because, like, I have, like, a certain kind of depression that, like, I'm normal. Like, I could be normal for, like, 5 months, and then one day out of the year, all of a sudden my brain just decides not to produce this chemical that it wants to one day, and I just start falling really rapidly and, like, just get really
I
depressed.
hope this works for me because I need some.
So basically, I'm paying for a bunch of medicine that I'm not even going to use. Like, if I had, like, a medicine like marijuana that would make me happy as soon as I got depressed, that would be awesome. But a medicine that I have to take all year round for something that's only going to happen maybe once, you know, it's just, I thought it was ridiculous, and it was way too much money, and I didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Is that including this last time that you got depressed when you went to that doctor to your first gynecologist and
the first OB?
yeah.
Wait, no, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I was getting like super crazy depressed because I had so much stuff to deal with. The being pregnant, and then the like getting in fights with Joe because I'm pregnant, and well, it wasn't because I was pregnant that I was getting in fights with him, but it made it worse because I couldn't like control my temper. No, I'm serious, you guys.
No,
like
I
I could
believe
not
you.
calm down at all. Like I would sit there and like I would just have like images of like trashing my entire house.
Hormones.
Yeah. And so, like, it's just like throwing, so it's just like, have you ever seen that picture on the internet where the guy just like throws the table up?
I know exactly what you're talking about. One time, I had
Is that you or her?
That was me.
Listen, I had that job. It was just like a retail job, just like lasted 3 months. I got fired because I didn't know the computer system very well. As the person was firing me, now, I would never do these things in a million years, but I was imagining myself like destroying the place, just to keep myself from like lashing out or something. You know?
Well, yeah.
I was angry.
Me and Joe decided that
In a
like
way to cope with the moment I was pretending, in my head.
me and Joe decided that like I had to convince him that like when I get super angry, don't worry about me, worry about your damn self, because if you don't get away from me, I'm probably gonna do something violent, and it's only because I'm pregnant. It's only
I would
because
never
I'm
do something
pregnant.
violent.
Because but
Here.
You're not going to do anything. You're
I
thinking.
have.
What? Like
I
what?
punched him in the face like 3 times.
Damn, girl.
Wow.
Yes. Because I was so, because because I was so
You don't
angry
do that
and I
no
couldn't
more.
calm down, and I was trying to calm down, and he wouldn't leave me alone.
What did he do?
He just wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, what did he do when you punched him?
No, he wouldn't leave me alone.
Oh.
Like okay, what happened was we got into a little argument. I don't remember what the argument was about. But I got so mad from the argument that I couldn't calm down. It was like Hulk moment here, you know. I was freaking out and I couldn't calm down, and what I wanted to do was get in my car and drive off and go for a drive. Listen to
You
some
sure have
dubstep.
that mirror reflection problem, don't you?
I do. I have to look at myself. I have to make sure I'm still as pretty as I think I am.
Okay, back to the story, Joe.
And anyway, so like he wouldn't
Leave you alone.
he wouldn't leave me alone. He was like worried that I was gonna go crash my car. I just wanted to drive calmly and safely and listen to some dubstep music and calm down, and then have a civilized conversation with him about whatever we were arguing about, which I probably would have forgotten when I went for a drive anyway.
I don't know why, but it's kind of sweet in a way that he was kind of worried that you were so angry that you got in your car that he's afraid you were about to crash.
Oh, he didn't
And
want me to go. He didn't want me to like go crash my car. He didn't want me to walk off and somebody attack me, or he didn't want me to be alone and me hurt myself. So I get him. Yes, but I was super mad and I couldn't calm down because the object of my anger was right in front of me and would not leave me alone. And so eventually it
Heather,
escalated
that's
to
what
the point
happens
where I hit
when
him in the face.
someone loves you. They care. They're concerned about you.
I don't think I've ever had that before.
Well, Rachel's got that. But you'll get that too.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. Don't leave me out.
Well, you're right.
But I mean, it just escalated and escalated because he wouldn't leave me alone, and I tried to walk off several times, and then like, and I had like, and at first it took me a second to realize I even hit him because I told him, I was like, leave me alone. If you don't leave me
You
alone,
didn't even
I'm
know
gonna...
you hit him?
No, because
You must have a blackout.
No, it wasn't a blackout. It was, I told him to leave me alone so many times. I told him straight up, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to hit you in the face. Because I kept having images in my head of me hitting him and just punching the crap out of him.
So you warned
so
him.
Yeah, I warned him.
He didn't listen.
Yeah. Which isn't an excuse. Domestic violence is bad, guys, you know.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
even if a girl hits a guy, it's still domestic violence and it's still bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I had with my previous conversation with Tiffany about the whole guy hits girl, domestic violence, girl hits guy, it's okay, guy hits guy, no, girl hits girl, cat fight, guy hits guy, that's kind of hot. Like,
No,
like we had this whole conversation.
Actually,
and
I
then we
thought
had
it was a girl hits guy is hot or something like that.
no, it was like
Wait,
or
what?
maybe it
A
was like-
girl hits a guy?
Yeah, like
No.
does it get turned on?
No, have y'all seen the Fast
No.
Five movie where Vin Diesel and The Rock are like duking it out?
Oh, baby,
No.
yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
These two
You
guys.
need to watch that movie.
Well, when you say a guy hitting a guy is hot, do you mean in a gay way or in a I want to jump that the hottest guy there?
Either way.
Because it would be I would
Wait,
choose
hold
one
on.
or the
Wait,
other.
no, I'm
But if
confused.
there are certain kind, if they're like
Who they
girly,
are.
if they're like a girly gay, like if it's two queens going at it, that's just funny.
Nasty.
Okay.
Like, but it really doesn't matter if it's sexual preference.
Oh
I just
my
like to see
God.
guys
No, it's
fight.
just
I
when
swear,
when I see
do
two
that
guys
fight
fight,
that-
it's hot in the way that I want to jump one of them.
Rachel, you're talking about two queens
Or both
going
of
at
them.
it? That fight that Zach did when they were in, I think it was Portland, Oregon. He did this video of these two guys fighting on the street, and like Zach was trying to break it up, but anyways. And the guys, I swear, the guys were fighting like two girls. I mean, they weren't even throwing punches like on their feet. They were literally rolling on the floor, on the ground, in the middle of the street, rolling on the ground, trying to beat up each other. Now that looked like two queens going at it.
The funniest fight video I ever saw, like seriously, was these little kids, and they were like 4th graders, 5th graders, like little tiny kids. But the funny thing about it is they didn't really fight. It wasn't really like, you know, but it was, they were cursing up a storm, just like It's just like, you punk ain't gonna do nothing, you wuss, you like, it just
They were
being
kidding?
they were being
They're
so
so
thug.
ghetto.
It was so funny, just like straight up
For real.
Oh, my
thug. They were being
goodness.
really thug. It was funny, and like, and you just see the teenagers
Watching
standing
two
around
rappers.
texting on their phones. Like the older sister of the one kid was just texting on her phone like, "Dear diary, mood." It was like the perfect thing. I don't know. I gotta show you this video. It was so funny. Actually, I got a lot of videos to show you on break. On break, there's like hilarious stuff.
Right.
It's a website for funny stuff.
Well, see, like, I wish you could hang with us longer, but I know you gotta get Joe.
Speaking, what time is it?
6:34.
I would have been like, oh, if it's 7 o'clock, because I hate
Is it Cantrell?
It's out Chenal Highway 10. By the way, if you are in this area, you know where that is. God, I have the stupidest commentator voice.